Welcome to Lagos, Nigeria, bustling mega city. Today we're going to be embarking on an exciting journey from the vibrant Lekki Phase 1 area. This is the Lekki Peninsula, as you can see, and we're going to be looking out to visit the historic town of Ikorodu. So fasten your seatbelt as we explore the sights, sounds, stories along captivating route. Right here is the Lekki Peninsula, which is also known as Lekki Phase 1, one of the busiest locations on the Lekki axis. And we actually passed through the Lekki Expressway to cut into this particular location. Now, right in Lekki, we all know that there are upscaling living, there are beach areas, nightlife in this axis. I remember Farm City some time ago. I visited Farm City because they used to have very good fish. I don't know if they still have, which is on the left hand side of this particular video. Honestly, this is going to be a video of a kind. All right, so for those who are new to our YouTube channel, we have a playlist where we have event and tour, so you can always visit that playlist and then check some of our tour videos, and then remember to always like and drop comment and share. Okay, you will notice blend of modernity and a little bit of tradition, seeing a lot of trees around with contemporary architectural standing side by side in this axis. So I hope you are really looking out on what we have here. Okay, so right on the Lekki axis, we have so many areas. Like this location it consists of different banks and so many places, like the Third Mainland Bridge. This side links you to the Third Mainland Bridge. It also links you to the Lekki Phase 1 toll gate. Okay, for example, if you are turning back, it's going to take us to Lekki Phase 1 toll gate. But there's what we call the Lekki toll gate, the other one that cuts across the Ikoyi bridge area. Okay, so you are going to be seeing the bridge. This is just what it looks like. Okay, and then for those who don't know what the bridge looks like, or you've not passed through this way, come on, this is what it really looks like. So right on the Lekki axis, we also have a location where we have the Lekki Conservative Center, where people can go see the lush green oasis of the urban sprawls and then enjoy the whole wildlife of seeing different kind of animals. Okay, and then you can really enjoy living on the Lekki axis. I mean, get to see all of these things I'm mentioning. So this is the Lekki toll gate. What does this bridge tell you? What kind of bridge in the world looks like this bridge? Let me get to hear your comment at the comment section, because this is going to be one of the most interesting tour video you have ever seen. So we are already entering into Ikoyi, and from there we'll be moving down to the mainland, and then I could be explaining some things for you that might really interest you. See that house you're seeing opposite? It is up for sale. We have a unit up for sale which is going for about 1.2 billion naira. So there are blocks of apartments, and if you're interested, let us know so that we can fix you one unit. From this you can get beautiful view of Lagos. So at the time we are driving, I also want to let you know that we have so many lovely locations in Ikoyi. And then one day I took a tour in Ikoyi, and I think I made a video of this Ikoyi, and then you can check it on our event and tour. I'm sure it should be there, and if it's not there, you can ask us so that you get to see various locations in Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria. So one of the things I love about this location is that it links you straight to the mainland area, and aside you passing through where we have the Bonny Camp axis. Okay, so you also have this particular location that can links you to the mainland. Now the government is also planning to build a Third Mainland Bridge that would cut across from the island, which is around the Lerongbe area, down to the Ikorodu axis. So it's going to be a very nice thing for you to see this route. And we also have another route from Shagamu. Okay, you pass through Ekpe and link into Shagamu, and then link to Ikorodu. So you can see that there are so many axes that can take you down to Ikorodu area. So I hope this video is actually making a lot of sense to you. Well, if it does, remember to hit that like button. Okay, So you all know that in Ikoyi we have residential access and we have the commercial access. Honestly, Ikoyi is one of the most quiet where the affluents live, and then a lot of people desire to own their home in Ikoyi. Some will tell you, and finally, I think I'm going to retire to Ikoyi. I don't know if you are those people who will tell me, I want to retire to Ikoyi, or I want to retire to my village. My village is more interesting. I want to understand so many things I didn't know before. So let me get to hear your comment at the comment section. If you desire to actually retire to the village, or you desire to retire to your sweetest dream home in Ikoyi. Okay, so if you don't know me, my name is Anne, and over the years I've been able to run a lot of tour. I mean, right in Lagos and some parts of the world when I travel. And then bit by bit, I mean, we do a lot of tour in some locations you haven't seen before. And then a lot of clients appreciate this and they drop their comments about this axis. So on this axis, we have the Parkview Estate, we have Osborne Foreshore, and so many other estates that are within the Ikoyi area. And this location is very peaceful. So when you look out on locations that are safe, secure, 100%, no story, then you should be considering all these axes in Ikoyi. They are 100% safe. Now the good thing about Ikoyi is that it's well secured, and then there are cameras that are taking care of some traffic things around this axis. So these are some of the things you should be aware of in this location. Now one of the things you also need to know is that Ikoyi is one of the most notable area where so many individuals are living, like the Mike Adenuga, Davido, and so many other people are actually living within the Ikoyi secured area, like the Banana Island. So right here, we are on the Third Mainland Bridge. Come on, if you are the type that you drive on Third Mainland Bridge and you always feel some fear, I need to hear your comment at the comment section, but I need to know why. Because I hear some people pass through Third Mainland Bridge and they are scared somehow. But one of the things I've observed about Third Mainland Bridge is that the government keep running maintenance on the bridge. Okay, it's actually one of the longest in Africa, and then they said the Fourth Mainland Bridge will be the longest in Africa. So let's watch to see that. And one of the things I also love about this current government is that they are working. If you check from the Elekop project down to Shangotedo axis, they are really doing well. Now they are within your local area, and indigenes that or people living in this axis are like, oh my god, when would they finish this project because of the traffic and all that. But guess what, I remember when Awoyaya used to be blocked because of the road construction, but now you can drive freely on Awoyaya. There's a video to that if you want to confirm all these things on video. We have the live video, unedited raw video, so that you see how these things are. It's not us saying, but you seeing. Okay, so as we are driving, I also want to ask you a question. I hear a client tell me, Anne, I need a land in Ebute Meta. Please, where in Ebute Meta do you need a land? Because I don't know where you will get a land in Ebute Meta. They say I grew up in Ebute Meta. Wait, if you grow up in Ebute Meta, must you now go back to live in Ebute Meta? I just want to confirm, because I know you can't be impressing those that you knew before. You should be growing and then making a whole lot of way for yourself. So when you tell me you lived in Ebute Meta for years, is the Ebute Meta you know before now the Ebute Meta of today? Please, let's always think of how to get locations that are secured when it comes to you thinking of getting a property in Nigeria. So this is Third Mainland Bridge, and then another thing I observe about Third Mainland Bridge is that a lot of the people walk on the island and they live on the mainland because they have this notion that the Third Mainland Bridge is not far, and then things are expensive on the Lekki axis, especially those who are living on the mainland. They have this mindset, hey, if you are living on the Lekki, you are rich. And then there's another mindset that you are living on top water. That I want to cancel, because honestly, I saw a video where I saw water flooding Ibadan Expressway, and it's not surprising, and that's because People always feel island is not safe, island is water, and they don't want to get property on the island because they feel mainland is safe and all of that. So the thing about flooding you should know is that water can overflow, which may cause flooding. One, two, if there is no good drainages in a particular road or location, it can cause flood. So flood can come as a result of so many things, okay, and then not because the location is on the mainland, then it cannot be affected. So please have it at the back of your mind. There's another notion again I normally hear. They say, Lekki is too far. Aja, how can you go and stay in Aja? Aja is too far. When people go for inspection for people and then they come back to tell the person Aja is too far, I'm like very surprised, because land in Aja 5 years ago was 10 million naira, 15 million naira, but today a plot of land in Aja is quite expensive. It's going for almost 100 million naira. I don't know if that sounds really good, because if you're thinking of what people say, you might not really get the best investment that you feel you should get. So I always encourage everyone who is looking out on getting property, please, when you see properties that are in a safe locations, make sure that you are one person who is getting it when the price is still low. Now let's go dig deep into this axis again, because a lot of people are going to be asking questions below this video. But before then, if you haven't subscribed again, I'm reminding you, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified on each time we do a post right on the Heart to Heart TV. Follow us up on all of our social media platforms, and make sure you stay tuned to watch a whole lot of videos we have right here on our YouTube. We have so many videos on our playlist, and recently we run a 30-day series where so many of our clients are able to learn one or two about real estate even before they put in their funds into the real estate investment of their choice. And behold, you see, the road that we link into this particular road from the beginning is the Lekki Expressway, one of the hottest, most busiest, most expensive area on the Lekki axis. If you have a property facing the Lekki Expressway, or maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes to Lekki Expressway, you actually have something big. You might not know, but that is what it is. Currently, we have a particular property running on a very fat pre-launch offer. A 300 square meter is 46.5 million naira. A 500 square meter is 69.5 million naira. And that's for the residential. The commercial land is 1,000 square meters and is 177 million naira. This is where you can actually get a 15-floor approvals for your building. You want to build a skyscraper, you want to build blocks of apartments, you want to build blocks of office space. This is the best time to do that. And guess what? You can lease it out or you sell it, and people would rush you. Okay, now the good thing about this location is that the title has a government allocated CFO, which means that the property is legally secured. Okay, so while we are driving, we are first approaching the down area where we call the Oroshoki area. You see, this location is at the end of the Third Mainland Bridge. Some people call it Oroshoki Interchange. Here, we take the exits that direct us towards the Ikorodu Road where we are heading to. And then I'll keep guiding you through this destination. So many things are happening in this axis, and you need to be aware of. There are some properties that are in this location, and then there are some people living in this area that is close to the water. One of the things I'm sure they enjoy is fishery. A lot of Lagosians love fish a lot, and that's why Ekpe itself is known for fishery business. Ekpe itself is one location that a lot of people appreciate to go there to get fish. Okay, and then we're going to be approaching another very important location where I feel honestly that every individual which watching this video for the first time should watch this video to the end, because I'm going to explain it all these axes in a short time. Well, we are very conversant on our Instagram, and then you can check us out on HTH and Pearl Limited. The limited is LTD, and we have it on the screen and at the description box so that you can have it easy on how to reach out to us. Let's take a short break, and when we come back, We have a lot to talk about this location. We're already on the mainland, so I need you to stay tuned. Get your cup of coffee and or tea, and then watch this. Welcome back. So while we drive down all the way from Oroshoki down to Ikorodu, I know you have a lot of questions to ask. So I'm going to be attending to it bit by bit once you drop your questions below. So this particular road actually takes you, there's a lane that takes you down to where we have Anthony, then you get to the airport area, and then you will see where we are going to pass through and then go through to Ikorodu area. We're going to be linking to a popular area they call Ketu. So if you know about Ketu Ikorodu Expressway, then you should watch this particular video to the end, because we're going to be talking about some development that has transformed this axis in decades. So if you know Ketu Ikorodu Expressway before, you will know the road was not how it is before the government now made a road expansion, and then they also created a BRT lane alongside. So the road wasn't the way it was, but now you can actually take a very nice smooth drive to this axis and then enjoy the beautiful road drive. Now, one of the things you need to know about locations is that the moment there is government presence in a location, prices of properties automatically tends to increase. So when you see a property that you saw few years ago and you didn't buy because you tell me it's too far or it is bush, and that property is now worth more, and then people are living around the axis, you are going to have so much regret. You know why? Because that is actually the best time to get it, when it is still bush. Okay, first and foremost, let's look out on other things we'll be seeing along the line. Anyone I remember, I'll point it and I'll share my own honest idea with you. Now, for those who know about BRT lane, you know now, if you pass BRT lane and you are not driving BRT, I rest my case. So you need to understand that if you are new in Lagos, don't pass through BRT lane, no. Go through where other cars are going through. When you see that big long bus that they ride BRT, or that is blue, or one color that you don't know, and it's passing a particular lane, avoid. Avoid. So one of the things I enjoy about the Ketu Ikorodu Expressway is that government successfully created pedestrian bridges, okay, to enhance pedestrian safety. You know, it is said that a lot of Nigerians, from decades to decades, they keep crossing the road, which is one thing I don't really understand. They keep crossing the road, and then when you see this road, when they cross and they catch them, they will say government is wicked, government is not good, this government, what did they do for me? But crossing the road is at a very very bad risk. So the bridges were constructed alongside so that people can avoid accidents, leg accidents on the express, and then use the pedestrian bridge. So please, if you are watching this video and you are guilty of that, and then you realize that this is not okay, drop comments below. I want to know which bridge you cross and what happened. If you have any experience, share it also. All right, so another thing government did was to put in street lights in this axis. They're actually modern street lights all the way from the Ketu to Ikorodu area. If you look at this place at night, you wouldn't believe that this is Ketu Ikorodu Expressway. I remember one time when my mom wanted to get land in Ikorodu, and somebody was like, how can you go and get land? Ikorodu is too far. Then we are going to check whether Ikorodu really is too far in this video. You can see that the video doesn't really have a pause. We have been driving, and we are on and on. So you will tell me if this is far. And then some people call Ikorodu is still bush. You are going to find out, because we are going to drive straight to Ikorodu. And for those who haven't seen Ikorodu in years, in decades, you live in abroad, you hear Ikorodu is far, Ikorodu is bush, Ikorodu is not where you should stay. Honestly, you ought to see all this. Now, one of the things you should also know is that sometimes we hear that a lot of people share our videos to you and then use it to buy a property you don't know. Please, if you see this video anywhere, you need to reach out to HTH and Pro Limited as fast as possible. And our phone number is +234-8122345752. That's the right contact to reach out to HTH and Pro Limited. Don't go see somebody use the video for anything and then you're calling us. Please, we are begging. Okay. And then to address issues of flood and a lot of floods happening around, especially on the mainland, the government have done a good work when it comes to drainage system in this axis. So the government actually addressed this flooding issue, and previously there were plague areas that were really affected, and the government did these drainages. So when there's rainfall, you will see that there's water passing through the drainages, and then this is good. Honestly, this is good. So another thing government also did was that government created commercial hubs in these areas. Now, if you know that commercial hubs are always key, they're always very key in anything that you do. Okay, these are police on the way checking, okay, before you move to the other location. So in case you're seeing anything and you didn't observe, you can screenshot, okay, and then ask me. So government decided to create some hubs whereby people can rent out for offices, retail outlets, service center, for businesses and all that. So these are some of the things that have created major development in this axis. Welcome to Ketu. If you know this, so Ketu macho. Yay, waleo. Okay, I know you remember that, and if you don't, that is how they say it in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, when you want to enter local bus, all these our small buses, public bus, then you will hear them say, it has not changed. It's been like that from one driver to the other, from one conductor to the other. Okay, so this is Ketu Ikorodu Expressway. So this lovely Ikorodu Expressway is very popular on the mainland. It's one of the longest also when it comes to expressway, and it's been available since when we were under British colony. How do I call it? Okay, so I just wanted you to have an idea of how Ketu looks and what it looks like at the moment. Honestly, if you need very affordable tomatoes, you know where to get it. Mile 12. Once you're in Mile 12, this is Ketu. We'll soon get to Mile 12. Once you're in Mile 12, definitely you know you are going to buy it very affordable. Even in Ketu, it's much more affordable than some areas in Lekki. Okay, and then sometimes if I'm so less busy, I normally visit this Mile 12 market, but it's not always easy. It could take a whole day. Okay, I won't be able to even attend to so many things. So this is where you can get affordable food stores. Okay, so whenever you come to Nigeria and you say you want to visit Ketu market or Mile 12, you can come here. Just make sure that you tie your money well, tie it under something, you know, as those marketing men used to tie it well. If you are a man, don't go and put it in your pocket and be doing big man in the market before you go to one or two shop. Life like chicken. Okay, so let's just continue with what we have here. So we are in Mile 12 already, and you all know that Mile 12 is one of the most popular area in this axis. And once you are leaving Mile 12, boom, you're already heading to Ikorodu Lawa. Ikorodu Lawa. So this is one of the things you should appreciate about our videos, and if you know you really do appreciate, remember to do a thumbs up by liking this video. Remember to drop comment. If you don't drop comments, no more tough videos, in fact. So remember to drop your comment, hit your share button, share it on your Facebook, share the link on your Instagram stories, share the link on your WhatsApp story. Honestly, you would thank me afterwards. You can check the time all the way from here where we'll be driving down. There was little traffic here, so you can just time it to when we'll get to Ikorodu area. So now let's just talk about some of the things that we hear about Ikorodu, if it's true. Some people tell you that properties in Ikorodu are very cheap. Is that true? Why some people tell you that properties in Ikorodu are quite on the high side? Why some people actually got these properties decades ago and they are actually enjoying the appreciation value on this property. And one of the things you should know about location is that as governments are creating their own development in that axis, properties in that location will keep increasing in price. So while we drive down, please remember to drop in your questions, and then we'll be happy to send you a lot of response to it. Okay, so let's look out on other things about Ikorodu you should know. Ikorodu also have great proximity to Shagamu, and you can pass through Ikorodu to some other part of Nigeria. Like you want to pass through Ikorodu to the east, to the northern part. And there was a time at my 12 was supposed to move from where it was at the moment down to the Ikorodu area. But I think government later changed that, or they paused the plan, nobody knows. But because they see that Ikorodu itself has a good route, like if they are traveling, bringing in their food stuff from the north, from the east, and then they are coming in, they can pass through Ikorodu and then stop at the Mile 12 instead of passing through that route to the Mile 12 and then causing a lot of traffic on the way. So I think I don't know what government is doing about that now, but that was in the plan. And then so many things that are still coming within Ikorodu axis, and there are some die-high fans of mainland lovers who will tell me, I will never get property on the island, I prefer the mainland. And if you prefer mainland, and you also want to get some properties for investment purpose, to get it and then keep it when it has appreciated so well, you can then start building or resell. Okay, now these are some of the properties you need to get, and one of them is where the location we're driving to at the moment. And then for those who are also thinking of some other part of mainland, we have some nice locations, so you can reach out to us, then we'll give you more updates on that. Okay, so and for those who are thinking of the island and they want to get a house, they want to get a land, please do not forget to reach out to HTH and Pearl Limited. So wherever you are seeing this video, reach out to HTH and Pearl Limited. Check us out on Instagram, check us out on YouTube, check us out on LinkedIn, okay, and then on Facebook, so that you can get the proper details of any information you would like to clarify on your real estate needs. Now let me introduce one of our fastest investment scheme that is moving so fast. So many of our clients have put in funds in it, and you might be wondering why. This particular scheme have been up since over 4 years, and we have clients who have cashed out years after years and are happy. And that's because they have put in their funds into the right real estate investment scheme with a company who has properties in Lagos, Abuja, Anambra, Port Harcourt, and some other parts of Nigeria. And then if you are thinking of getting that kind of scheme, you need to reach out to us as fast as possible, because you can start with as low as 1 million to 5 million, 10 million. We have clients who have done 30, 50 and 100 million respectively. We even have as much as 500 million. It all depends on how you want to invest. Then how do you even earn? What is your money used for? Now let's talk about that. When you put in your funds into this particular scheme we call Realty Pin, you earn as much as 30% in a space of 12 months. And in 12 months, you get your funds back with your interest. Now, the good thing about Realty Pin is that your property, your investment is tied to a particular property. So you don't have nothing to worry. It is 100% safe with no risk. So you know that this thing is tied to a particular property worth more than that amount that you put in. Okay, instead of the company to give you that property that is worth more, it's better for them to give you your funds and your interest. Yeah, so please take note of all these things I'm mentioning, and if you're interested, don't delay, because the window is always open and then we close the window sometimes. So please hurry and get more inquiries on this, and then know which of the real estate investment scheme that is actually interesting to you. Like in 12 months, I want some money back on my money, or I just want a long-term real estate investment, property, and then leave it to appreciate. It all depends on which you need, but I can assure you that no matter which one you're getting via HT Champion Limited, you need to put your mind at rest, and then you will definitely be happy that you did. Okay, so we are fast approaching Ikorodu, but I think you have so many questions to ask, and then let's talk about this particular property we are driving to. So in a space of 7 days, that's like a week from now, the pre-launch offer is going to be shut down. So let me get to explain that before the end of the video. Okay, so I still have another great offer for you within the Abidjan area on the island. You know why I like this location? The route is beautiful. For example, if you want to pass through that route to the Ekpe, to this particular Ikorodu area, it's simple, very easy, straight drive, no story. Now, if you want to take that route also from Abidjan to the current international airport, straight drive. If you want to take it to the new airport the government will be building around the Lekki airport, that one is even very close. So all these things I'm actually trying to explain to you so that you will know some key locations you can actually fix your fund in, which are important. You see, Abidjan, I always scream that Abidjan Ashango is becoming the next big thing, and that's just a fact. That's because over the years we've been able to see this location develop beyond our own expectation, and when this happens, it also has a touch on your property. So if you have anything in Abidjan, congratulations to you, because you have something that is worth it. You have something good. You have something that is going to appreciate so well, or that has appreciated so well. And then land within Abidjan currently runs from 50 million upward, but I have a particular estate land I can share with you, and then you can get it for 40 million naira per plot instead of 50 million. Honestly, you would love this particular estate because it's developing. We have people living in it. It is not 100% dry land, but you would like it. Okay, and that's because it is safe, and then you can definitely start building immediately. So for those clients who are looking for, I need a buy and build land, this is less than 1 minute drive to the expressway. So it's a good catch for those who want to buy and build. And then let me give you an idea. There was a client I gave the idea, and the client said, and this idea is beautiful, I think I'll buy into it. Okay, so now let me share this with you. So if you're watching this video up to the end, you have an opportunity to get this idea right. You get a plot of land in this estate, which is 648 square meters. I'm telling you, nowhere, it's very difficult to get where they would sell 648 square meters for you. So you get a 648 square meters, and then you divide it into two. You build on half and you sell half later. Is that not very thankful? Imagine you buying it at 40 million naira, and then in 2-3 years you decide to sell, and you sell half plot for 40 or 45 million. Haven't you made your money for the land? Of course you have. So please, I'm actually giving you all these ideas because I know that it's easier for you to make a decision and then decide on what you want to do with your land. All right, so in the same estate, we have one of the newest off plan where you can get a 2-bedroom apartment for 50 million naira. Should I lower my voice or just still continue? Okay, so it's very important for most of our clients who are watching this video to have it at the back of their mind that, there are great offers within this axis. You can even get a 3-bedroom apartment for 60 million naira, a 3-bedroom penthouse for 75 million naira, and then we have another sweet apartment in Abidjan that would really shock you. You just pay outright right now, you get your keys. A 2-bedroom apartment is going for 62.5 million naira. 1-bedroom apartment is going for 52.5 million naira, and then the 3-bedroom apartment is going for 70 million naira. So if you are getting the 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, you get your keys immediately. If you are getting the 3-bedroom apartment, they're still under construction, but we've gone really far. I can send you a video of that you can take a look and then decide on what you want. Honestly, these are some of the great offers you should appreciate. Now, as we're driving, I know you have some things at the back of your mind. And what's up with this axis? I haven't gotten to this location. Well, this is straight drive, and you have to just enjoy the whole feeling of this Lagos driving. So when you tell me that Ikorodu is bush, I hope you have been seeing all the bush. I hope you are watching this video, seeing that this place is really, really bush. We are driving into the thick bush right now. Okay, so for those clients who really do not have time to go check a property that they like in this axis, I think this is just a best bet for you. I think this is just the time you need to look out on, the location by yourself, looking at the video, looking at the road drive, and then make a very informative decision for yourself before you put in your funds into any property. And one of the things you enjoy when you get a property via HT Champion Limited is that we are thorough. I keep saying that we are very thorough. We go through everything and we ensure that you get it right. So while you are watching this video, you are putting it in mind that I think I will need to reach out to HTA Champion Limited or talk to Anne directly, and then we'll have an inspection or talk about what I need or get some real estate advice. Just take that bold step. Now, I know a lot of concern about Nigeria properties. People are really scared. Oh my god, are you sure I'm buying the right thing? Is this thing okay? So there are videos I made last month. It's a 30-day series. Okay, I had to take at least 30 days of my days out. Like, I need to explain certain things to a lot of viewers. So if you miss that 30-day series, first, I would advise you go on our Instagram, check the highlights. You will see short clips we dropped. You can watch it. Then take your time, go on the YouTube. We have a playlist where we have 30-day series. You know why we have that? So we're already in Ikorodu. This is Ikorodu. We are going to get to Ikorodu on about soon. So bush or city. Okay, let's decide that at the comment section. I'll be live. I'll be very, very live at the comment section. So please drop your comment and you get response immediately. Okay, so basically I would advise that you go to our YouTube and go through the playlist. You will see 30-day series. We actually explained a whole lot in that particular series, and we also made sure that we explain everything in bits, so every topic is well explained. So all you need to do at the moment is to ensure that you are getting the right information before you secure any property in Nigeria. So while we are right here in Ikorodu, we have another clip, okay, that will show you some other part of Ikorodu you might love to see. Now, here is the deal. There's a property that we newly brought out into the real estate market, and the place is not developed yet, but it's new and it's very affordable and it's free from government encumbrances. So if you are interested to get that property, please watch the next video, okay, about Ikorodu, okay, and then we'll create a playlist and then fix this in a playlist so that you will be able to watch this video, learn one or two, and then ask a lot of questions about this axis. Okay, I have a house in Ikorodu. I stayed in Ikorodu for a while, so if you have few questions about the location, do let me know, and then I'll be able to explain some of these things clearly to you. Now, one of the things you should also be aware of is that Ikorodu development keeps spreading because people feel that landlords are getting very expensive. Rentage are becoming very expensive, and then what next to do is to just get your own land and then build what you can and then start living there. So this kind of mentality is cropping up in Nigeria, which will make a lot of people need land, while some will still be very skeptical about buying. They will keep their money and keep saving. Like a client of mine that say, and I don't want land, I want to buy a house. And then he has not bought the house till now. When he asked me that I wanted to buy a house was about, on the island, was about, I think, 60 million, 60 million or thereabout for a semi-detached. But now a semi-detached could go for about 120, 130 million. So is it still saving for the house? So some of the things that you need to know is that sometimes you just need to get that land. That land will fund the bills for you to get a house. There's a client of mine that got a property from a particular estate on the island, and then he got the property about 10 million naira, and after a few years, I think about 2 years plus or 3 years, he sold that place and made almost 30 million naira from that particular property. So one thing I always encourage every viewer is take time out, make sure you are getting the right property, and make sure you are not just getting the right property but getting a safe property, and then make sure you're getting a property recommended by a professional who have you at heart. And when you are able to do that, you are lucky, honestly, because at the end of the day, you are going to be making a whole lot out of it. Anyways, I hope you watch the next clip of this or go through our playlist on YouTube. But if you think this long video really interests you, you really like it, you love it, I didn't take to do the video like straight, like just like that. I did it because I know a lot of clients who want to see how these things really are, okay, and then they can make up their mind and decide on what they really want. So all these places about 8-10 years ago were still very local. Yeah, there were no much things happening in this axis. Anyway, watch the next clip. Remember to like it, share this, and follow us up on all of our social media platforms, especially on our Instagram, HTH and Pearl Limited. Make sure you don't miss out on our great deals. Anyway, see you on the next video. Bye.